Watching 7 at 4 on your hometown station, WDBJ 7.
Hey guys, welcome back to 7 at 4. We are so close to Thanksgiving. So as you start to prep for the big holiday, we have a pretty delicious treat for those who love the pies this time of year. And joining me today is Carmen George, the owner of Halwa Bakery and Cafe in Blacksburg. Welcome to the show, Carmen.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, not only is she dressed super sassy,
Oh.
but her pie looks fantastic. So I'm really excited, Carmen, to talk to you today. My producer was telling me a little bit about your very unique shop that you have over in Blacksburg, but when it comes to baked goods, you really have a lot of unique stuff. We're talking Mediterranean goods. So I want to know, how did your business get started? Where did this love for baking come from?
Oh my gosh, I love baking since I was so young. I have been baking since I was so young.
Yeah.
So when I started thinking about the bakery, I was passing this place and I said, oh my goodness, I love that place. And one day I passed the same place and I said, oh my goodness, this is for brand. So I took it and opened up my bakery.
Wow.
Yeah.
That easy, guys.
Yeah, easy.
Okay.
It's
and
like
so,
the dream came true.
when was this? What year did you open?
Last year.
Last year.
November, yes.
Wow, in 2020.
In 2020, yeah.
Most people weren't thinking of starting a business in 2020. I like it, Carmen. A risk taker.
Yeah.
I think you have to be a risk taker when it comes to baking.
When it comes to this, yes.
You gotta try new things.
Yeah, I love new things because I don't have a menu in my bakery, so I provide everything I know. And plus, when I go to the kitchen, I create stuff like I create this last week.
This is amazing.
That's why I wanted to show it to everybody.
I just wish you guys could get seriously a very tight shot. Even the bottom looks so unique.
Don't you want something different?
I mean, honestly, this is so cool. So, okay, you're actually, so I know you don't have a lot of things on the menu, like you said. And before you tell us what you baked here today, what kinds of things can people find in your shop?
Okay, you have to look in the Facebook because I post it every day.
Perfect.
And when I do something new, I post it, and I have my customer, they come every day. It's like, we see this today, and we bake it. So that's why I don't have a menu. So
that's
I post
perfect.
everything.
Okay, go to Facebook, see what's on the menu for the day, and then stop by and grab some. I like it. Okay, so Carmen, tell us what you brought with you today. It's so beautiful, and then we're going to go into kind of how you made all this good stuff.
Sure. Everybody loves pie in Thanksgiving and Christmas, okay? But everybody wants something different except the pecan pie or pumpkin pie.
Yeah,
so I create this last week, which is like knafa, the shredded knafa, the crust.
That's what's on the bottom.
That's what's on the bottom.
Okay.
The shredded knafa. Knafa is the phyllo dough, but it's shredded. The same dough we use it for baklava. Oh, and this is pistachio custard and the topped with the whipped cream, the fresh whipped cream.
Okay. Phenomenal. I've never heard of this before, so I'm excited.
It looks like that. Look that.
I
That's
know.
shredded.
I wonder, can you guys see this? If you don't already know.
And by the way, if you don't have that, or if you don't just have Arabic store to buy this, you can use pie crust, or you can use graham crackers or gingerbread cookies.
Okay, so tell us what you got cooking over here, Carmen.
Okay, do you want me to start with the first?
Let's start. Let's go for it.
Let's start. Okay, this is the knafa. Okay, we shredded the knafa.
Okay.
And we put butter, which is the same thing we use it for the pie crust.
Okay.
Or the graham crackers or gingerbread, whatever. Okay. And a little bit of powdered sugar. And we coated the knafa with all that to create.
Smells so good too.
Yeah, this is not the butter, this is ghee. So ghee is clarified butter, and we use it a lot for Mediterranean, Middle Eastern.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
to give this
ghee?
Ghee.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is it any healthier than butter?
Yeah. This is healthier.
Well, that's a bonus.
Yeah. It's healthier.
Yeah, I like it. I was hoping you'd say yes.
Yeah, I said yes.
Okay, and the powdered sugar goes in with this.
Goes in to give this, the sweet flavor. Okay. So after that, I'm using this to be easy to release the pie. This is the cheesecake pan. If you have a dish for the pie, you can use it, whatever. Don't give yourself a hard time.
Okay.
So we brush it with the butter, like we use it for every pie. And
All right, making the
crust.
bottom crust.
Exactly.
Now, is there a certain thickness that you want the crust to be?
I don't want just thick crust, because you want to eat a pie from everything in a pie. So a little bit, like an inch, okay?
Okay.
let me put them in here, and you press that down.
Now, where can they buy this?
This is from the Arabic store.
Okay.
Actually, we have 2 Arabic stores in Blacksburg, so that's what I get all the time.
Okay, well, there you go. And guys,
Yeah.
if you live in another area, you have a couple days to get to
Exactly,
Blacksburg.
yeah.
So.
And as I told you, don't give yourself a hard time. You can use a pie crust, you can use graham crackers,
Okay.
you can use a gingerbread crackers if you want this.
Oh, okay. So you can switch it up a little
you
bit.
can switch it. Yes, yes.
Okay.
And you press it, and you bake it in 350 degrees for about like 10-15 minutes,
Okay.
or till golden brown.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Let's go with the custard.
All right.
So the custard, in a food processor, we put 1 cup of pistachio,
Yes.
1 cup.
Are they salted pistachios?
Sometimes I
matter?
use it like unsalted, sometimes
Okay.
lightly salted.
Okay.
You know, but salted is going to be too much salt.
Got it.
And
So
1
just
cup,
lightly or no
yeah,
salt?
Yeah, 1 cup of coconut milk and 1 can of condensed milk.
Okay.
And you want like some Arabic flavor, so I add
Oh, yes.
a little bit of rose water.
And that's for the Arabic flavor.
That's right. Because
Rose water.
and pistachio, it's complement each other.
Okay.
So it gives this Arabic flavor.
And you're just doing a little capful
Just
there.
a little.
Okay.
You don't want to go too much.
Okay.
No.
All right.
And you blend this. It takes like about like 4 to 5 minutes.
4 to 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
That's
don't
how
wanna
long you want to
go-
blend it?
Yeah, blend it for 4 or 5 minutes, but leave a little crunch because you want some texture in your pie. You don't want too much cream. You
Sure.
want some texture from the pistachio. So after 5 minutes, it turns like this.
Ah.
See?
And you're so you pour it into a pot and you're going to
You
warm it up.
Yeah, you warm it up in a saucepan in this low heat. Okay, after that, to create the custard,
Okay.
you crack 2 eggs plus the 3 egg yolk.
Oh, okay.
The egg yolk gives the richness for the custard, okay? And a little bit of milk, just a little bit, like 1 or 2 tablespoons. Vanilla, I'm using like a dry vanilla. This is from the Arabic store, but don't give yourself a hard
Okay.
time. You can use the liquid too.
So this isn't the vanilla extract. This is
Yeah.
actually the powder.
The powder.
Okay,
You
okay.
can use the vanilla extract. You can use anything you
Oh, okay.
want. And this is 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. You whisk all this together.
Okay.
Okay. And when you work with the eggs and hot liquid, you don't want to pour the eggs on the hot liquids because they're going to turn the scrambled.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. So you have to temper the eggs before you put it back in. So the temper, it means
I
you
was gonna say,
take,
what does that mean?
yeah, you
Carmen?
take a little bit from the hot
Oh.
and you put in here to
So you
temper.
don't do it all at once.
No, it's going to turn the scrambled eggs. You don't want this
Okay.
in your pie.
It'll make scrambled eggs.
a princess
Okay.
pie.
That makes sense.
Princess pie.
Okay, so just a little
see?
bit so it doesn't
you,
cook the egg.
You make that the temperature for the eggs a little bit high, so when you put them in here, it's not gonna
I see.
turn this scrambled.
Okay.
So a little bit, see? And then you pour it back to the custard and you whisk it.
Smells so good over here.
It's the rose water.
Is that the rose water? I'm
Yeah, with the
smelling?
pistachio.
I tell
it's
you what,
really
too, guys,
good.
it's so difficult to watch Carmen do this and not, normally when you're cooking, you're snacking along the way, right?
snack
Am
a
I
lot.
right? Right, guys? So it's difficult not to do that around here.
If you want a snack.
No, it's okay. I'm forced to be good while I'm watching
See?
you do this.
The thicken is
Now-
like custard now.
Do you just want to low cook this? Don't boil. Is that right?
No,
Okay.
and you keep stirring this because if you didn't, it's gonna stick in the bottom and it's gonna burn.
Okay.
So it's gonna turn to custard. After that, after you bake this and let it cool for about like 30, 35 minutes, whatever. You
Let
don't
the
have
crust cool.
completely. You pour this in here and you chill it in a cooler for about like 4 hours.
Okay.
After it coming out, you put the whipped cream with like whipping cream plus 2 tablespoons of sugar and you whip it all the way.
When Carmen's got the good tool.
Yeah, and don't whip it too much because it's gonna turn to butter.
Okay.
And you want to see this.
All right, what do you got?
See?
Ah,
You want to see
it's like a cloud.
the stiff peak.
like it.
That's what we
Okay.
call it, stiff peak. So when you get the stiff peak, you just pour it here and put it in the freezer for about like an hour or two,
that.
and then unmold it from here, and that's it.
Okay, so
You garnish with the pistachio, roses, the dry roses,
Okay.
and enjoy it.
Quick question,
Yeah.
Carmen. Can you eat the dry roses?
Of course you can eat it.
Oh, you
I
can.
eat it. This is organic dry roses.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. See, girl, I thought I was asking a dumb
Everything I do-
question.
No, because a lot of people ask me this because I put in the rice pudding in my bakery. I put in a lot of desserts, so we can eat that. So yeah,
Okay.
everything is edible.
And one quick step, you put it in the freezer before you do your toppings
yeah,
for
you
about
want
how
just
long?
like about like an hour if
Okay.
you're in a hurry.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's unmolded and
Okay.
release it, and that's
And
it.
what's the official name for this?
I call it pistachio pie.
Pistachio pie.
That's what I call it.
Carmen, thank you so much.
welcome.
This
Thank you
was
so
so
much.
fun
Thank
watching you
you.
work. It
Thank
inspires me to
you.
get in the kitchen and cook something.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to toss it over to Brent now. Hey, Brent, how's it going?
Oh my gosh. Well, it's going great now.
Well, I tell you what, so I've got to make it out to the Arabic store to get some of these ingredients. But it's really just different. And I think that's the key to getting something, spice it up a little bit on Thanksgiving.
Totally. I love it. And Gina was off camera. We were just conversing. We were like, we totally would have had scrambled eggs by now. So it's probably worth the drive for us to come out and just pick up the pie, right?
Yeah, or you can order one from Carmen. There you go. That's a good
it's
idea.
Easy. It's
Exactly.
easy. Don't try. Just order one.
Yeah, she says just order one.
Just order one.
That's
That
what-
way you can get a taste for it, and then if you're inspired to make one, you can try to do it because you don't want to fail on Thanksgiving.
No, exactly. Give it, try for some other holidays, but you got to have it right on Thanksgiving. I love it. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you.
So exciting. I love the twist on that Thanksgiving dish. Hey, let's talk about the weather. It's going to get warm for Thanksgiving, thankfully for that, after a